Narcissistic people are very difficult to spot. Most people can have a characteristic of narcissism. Most people can behave in a narcissistic way, or most people have the capabilities of behaving in a narcissistic way. However, without at least of the 5 of the 9 criteria, behaving in a narcissistic way does not make someone a narcissist. It's all in the intentions behind the behaviour. Just because someone is successful doesn't make them a narcissist. Just because they take care of their appearance doesn't make them a narcissist. To have the disorder, people need at least 5 of the 9 criteria. Here are a few behaviours of people with narcissist personality disorder based on the 9 criteria of the disorder. It is on a spectrum, so these are just some common behaviours. Not every narcissist will do each one, and some will do all. 1, a grandiose sense of self-importance, that belief that they are special. They are incredibly self-centred and self-entitled. Their needs always come first. People do sometimes put their needs first, yet will often try to fit in with others or help and support others. Narcissistic people will only do this if they have something to gain by doing so. Narcissists will take control of conversations. With a narcissist, it's all me, myself, and I. They might be interested in you in the start as they are gathering data about you. As soon as they have enough information on you, they will no longer be listening to you, just listening to what they can use against you. Any concerns, problems, or issues you bring up will be brought back around within the conversation of how you need to serve them. What about them? Or why you're too sensitive, or why you should just go and deal with it. Anything that happens within your life, they will have had far worse if it's negative or upsetting. And anything you've achieved, any success you've had, they will have done far better. They will find a way to take the credit for any of your achievements. They will find a way to take over the conversation. Not because they're excited about something or want to share something with you or want to let you know or want to validate you, because they want to bring the spotlight back onto themselves. 2, a preoccupation with fantasies of power and ultimate success, whether that's ultimate success, beauty, love, whatever the preoccupation is within that narcissist. People can be preoccupied in achieving things at life, but there's usually good intentions behind it. Narcissistic people that are preoccupied often are exploiting people. They have negative intentions behind it. A narcissist will sell you your dreams to deliver you living nightmares. They will collect that data and information about you to future fate, to sell to you what you would like to hear. They will either talk about what they've achieved that you might be impressed by. Often they will be exaggerating. They don't seem to understand the word be humble, or they will blame all others for why they are not successful. They will say things like, I didn't get the promotion as I wouldn't suck up to the boss like the others would, when in reality they most likely didn't have the worth ethics. They didn't put the work in, or they couldn't manipulate and exploit the boss as easy as they'd hoped. Parents will blame their own children for holding them back. They'll blame the scapegoat of the family for not being perfect and show off the golden child like a medal. They'll either take the children from the health parents that the narcissist abused and gaslighted, playing the hero who saved the children to gain attention, or they'll play the victim card and claim parental alienation when they walk away or abandon their own children for a new family that has children, that they suddenly are there for the new family's children, and they will do all they can to gain sympathy from those around them that they're not allowed to see their children that they walked away from. A narcissist can be extremely unreliable. They will often promise things and rarely deliver, often saying that they never promised it in the first place. Gaslighting. Some people do genuinely forget from time to time, and victims of narcissists can become more forgetful, but they will apologise. Narcissists will just twist all the facts. Hence, they are not to be held accountable. They do not take responsibility. To a narcissist, it's always someone else's fault. They do not care for the consequences of their actions. They will blame all others if something doesn't go their way. Even if they were totally or partly to blame, they will not take any form of responsibility. 3, a belief they are special. Narcissists like their egos to be stroked and believe they are superior to those around them. They like to think that all others look up to them. So look out for those who have an intense perception of their self-image, whatever that image is to that individual. Even the victim narcissist may portray themselves very differently around different people. A need for excessive attention, excessive admiration. Narcissists can be incredibly impatient as they do feel entitled. So watch how they react if food takes too long in a fast food restaurant, if someone doesn't give them their order correctly, if they are kept waiting for others. As they believe they're entitled and special and deserve special treatment, they are going to be looking at ways to get attention. A narcissist will create conflict, drama and chaos, take no responsibility, blame all others, yet gain as much attention as possible as they try to sort out the conflict they caused. We could all be impatient when in a rush. However, with narcissists, often that mask slips and they are nearly always impatient. Narcissists are very easily annoyed when things don't go their way. They seem unable to take on board other people's opinions or advice. No one throws a bigger tantrum than a narcissist not getting their own way. Some narcissists do like that drama. They like to live on the edge. Some people do just enjoy being daredevils and experiencing unique or different things. The narcissist has very little respect for the law. They can look like they've got the respect for the law, especially a cerebral, an intelligent narcissist can look like they've got respect for the law. Some pretend to, but most think that they are above it. It's a case of rules apply to you, but rules don't apply to the narcissist. 5, that sense of entitlement. A narcissist believes they're entitled to everything, so they will just take and carry on taking and give a little back, give a little thanks. They only give if there's something they can take. They want to be thanked for the things they haven't even done for you, and you should be eternally grateful for things they haven't even done for you. You should know when to say thank you to them. A narcissist tends to have no real values, just borrowed values from others to pass off as their own to hook people in. They can also switch from super nice to super nasty in seconds. 6, exploitative. They will lie about everything. They will lie about lies. Yet some of them will tell stories about things that seem ridiculous to others, yet as they tell these stories with such conviction, such truths, it's difficult not to believe them. Our instincts are the things thinking, something doesn't quite seem right, but we don't want to point that out to them. A lot of narcissists will exaggerate actual events. Some claim to know famous people they don't actually know. When they are lying, if you pay close attention, they may not even blink. They may also change the tone in their voice. So observation is a must. Observe, don't absorb, to protect yourself from people with narcissist personality disorder. Many people will bend the truth, and the more that the lies get out of the hand, the more uncomfortable they will look, feel and act, as it's not natural to them. Narcissistic people tend to get more confidence and more convincing when they lie. And most often they rewrite history within their own minds and believe their own lies. So it could be because they actually believe their own false reality within themselves. So the calmer demeanour doesn't mean someone is telling you the truth. Narcissists have an explanation for everything. They find a way to rationalise and justify everything, or they find a scapegoat to blame. They find a way to deny or deflect with their word salad. So they do this to trick your brains with relatively ease. You have to pay close attention to your gut instincts. If something feels off, if you don't know what it is, trust your intuition, as it's usually right. When a narcissist gets caught out with a lie, they often will not back down. They can be sat drinking your last can of pop. They will still deny it was yours. Where genuine people would possibly slump their shoulders, apologise, offer to get you another, as a narcissist believes they're entitled and have the right to whatever they want, and their wants come above all others' needs. So they often think they've done no wrong, and they stand firm that they are not in the wrong, that you're imagining things, that you told them they could have that pop, that they brought it. Their image is more important than reality, and they will not back down. Often with the word salad, the false apologies, or the blame shifting, they will convince others, doing all they can, gaslighting, projection, silent treatments, that the narcissist reality is fact and that you are indeed in the wrong. With or without evidence, to a narcissist, they are always right. And when they are always right, they're always going to make you out to be the one in the wrong. And as you take responsibility for your behaviour, you're going to be the one that's left feeling confused and questioning and doubting yourself. As a narcissist will never take responsibility, as they won't be held accountable, as they won't accept the consequences. Some will spend way too much of their and your money. Some will be super tight with their own money, yet they will happily spend all yours. Everyone can be moody. We all have hormones, we all have emotions, we all have moods. We all wake up some days with no clue as to what's actually wrong with us, but just not feeling it on that day. Yet narcissists can be on the extreme, turning hot and cold without any true reason, leaving those around them confused and believing it was something they did to the narcissist. If someone seems too good to be true, moving things fast, they usually are too good to be true. Nobody falls in love faster than a narcissist who needs a place to stay. We all have our weaknesses, we all have our vulnerabilities, we all have our faults, we all make mistakes. It's how we learn. Authentic people might not like being called out or admit them. If needed, however, they will. Especially when with those close to them that they care about. Narcissistic people project all their faults onto those around them so that the narcissist can escape taking responsibility, escape accountability, and avoid consequences. 7, that lack of empathy. You really do have to be careful around those who lack empathy, as you never know how far they will take it. A narcissist can pretend to love others and care about others and have empathy. It's that conditional love. When a narcissist is getting what they want, they can treat you incredibly well. And it's very difficult when someone tells you they love you, yet hurts you and confuses you. The closer you watch a narcissist, you'll notice they are mirroring you, or they are copying learned behaviours from others. It's all the admiration face they use to gain attention, which when they feel their needs are no longer being met, their envious face will appear as they seek to punish people for not giving in to the narcissist's demands. 8, envy. With a narcissist, jealousy means to envy and to destroy. They have little to no self-esteem, they lack empathy, therefore they are extremely envious and can be extremely dangerous. They'll not show to those around them that they are jealous. Instead, they will project that out onto somebody else and create the feelings of jealousy within the other person so that they can accuse the other person of being jealous so that the narcissist doesn't have to admit to their envious behaviours. Narcissists believe everyone around them has something that they don't, and they want it no matter what the narcissist already has. They get bored very easily. As they don't have that inner happiness, they want more to fill that void, not understanding that happiness comes from within. So they take the happiness away from within others to try and please themselves, often leaving those around them feeling like they're narcissistic. Narcissists can be jealous of their own children for a number of reasons. The main one, if the children are getting more attention than themselves. Often why when their children do succeed at something, in the narcissist's mind, it's down to the narcissist. It's the fact that they help them achieve it, or it's from the narcissist DNA. The narcissist will always try to turn the attention back onto themselves. Positive attention, negative attention, they'll try to deflect onto somebody else. Most people deal with their jealousy internally as they are embarrassed by it and recognise that it might be something they'd want to achieve for themselves. A narcissist takes it as something they can steal from another. A narcissist will tell those close to them comments like they must have received an inheritance to afford that, and things like they only got that because someone gave them a helping hand. I've had to do everything for myself. And please note, just because some people say these things, if they don't have at least 5 of the criteria, they're not on the disorder. They are not a narcissist. Narcissism is a disorder on a spectrum, and they will have at least 5 of the 9 criteria, even if they show some less than others. Due to jealousy and envy and their exploitative behaviour, their lack of empathy, a narcissist will try to sabotage anything and everyone around them that the narcissist perceives as doing or achieving better than themselves. 9. Arrogant and haughty behaviour. A narcissist wants to control all events. They are unpleasantly proud of who they are. They want to control people. They want to control situations. If they don't have control, they will manipulate the situation any way they can until they do have control, often leaving you thinking that you were to blame. A narcissist may provoke you to get a reaction from you just so they can blame everything on you. So you believe it was all your fault for reacting. They will try to convince you that your reactions to their actions are the problem to distract you from the fact that without their actions, you would not be having those reactions. A narcissist wants to control you financially, sexually, your friendships with others, your education, your work. They want to control the affection they're willing to offer. They will threaten, they will guilt trip to control others. In the home, they can be completely different to that charming character when out and about, that character you first met. So it can be incredibly hard to tell people who the narcissist indeed is, as those around them only see the narcissist's good side. A narcissist is extremely good at reading others in a sense of mirroring other people and reflecting back to other people what other people want to hear. With a narcissist, it's all about them selling an image that works in their favour. So if you find yourself feeling really miserable and drained around a person, you're most likely around a narcissistic person. Narcissists are prone to putting others down. It's on a spectrum, and although most of us act in one way at times that can be perceived as narcissistic, you do need at least 5 of the 9 criteria to have the disorder. However, many don't show all the characteristics to one person at any one given time. If you don't feel right around someone, if someone continues to hurt you, let you down, lie to you, cheat on you, smear your name, narcissistic or not, you need to learn to let them go. Let them continue on their destructive path, which unfortunately they will, as it's who they are. Negativity often breeds negativity. We have to walk away and find our own path, our own happiness. Others are not responsible for our happiness. We are not responsible for theirs. Others are responsible for their own happiness and we are responsible for ours. We cannot change others or make them see the error of their ways. That's on them. We are only responsible for ourselves. Be kind to others, yet have the boundaries that no one can destroy. This will eliminate toxic people before you're in deeper than you'd like to be. If anyone has any signs they've noticed of a narcissistic person, please do drop those into the comments. I shall link into the video description the two faces of a narcissist, as that explains more between their admiration-seeking face and their envious-seeking face. If you're looking for further understanding and help overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available and those teachable links are in the description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp and their sponsored link is also in the description. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.